Good morning guys, and welcome to a very unusual vlog from me. You all probably know what's going on in this vlog thanks to the title. So yes, today is the day I'm getting my brows done. I'm very excited, a little bit nervous. I'm more nervous about the treatment itself and what it's going to look like afterwards. So yeah, getting my brows done is something that I've thought about for quite a long time. In fact, just over a year ago, one of my best friends got hers done and they looked absolutely incredible, and they still look incredible. So it's been on my mind for a while, and then an opportunity came up recently for me to actually review somewhere, so I thought I couldn't say no. So today's the day. I'm going to a lady called Sian Dalla, who looks fabulous. I've read so many reviews and they look really natural, which is definitely the look I'm going for. As you guys know, I'm definitely not like a full face of makeup, big plastered on brows type of girl. So for me, the main thing is that they're going to look really natural. So fingers crossed that's what's going to happen. Thought I'd start the vlog now before I go in, just so you can see my brows in their natural state. I've taken a few clips, close-ups, which I'll insert now, so you can have a really good look at them. But basically they're just quite gappy here, and then they're just rubbish shape, and ever since I plucked them too much when I was little, if you're young watching this, do not touch your brows, because that's my biggest regret ever. But yeah, I've just not really been happy with them. I'm not happy leaving the house without brow makeup on, so this kind of treatment seemed like a really good alternative for me. You can probably tell from my voice I don't sound normal, I sound really nervous, but that's because I just need to pluck up the courage to leave and go and get it done. So before I start nervous rambling any longer, let's just go and do this. Okay, almost at the clinic now on Harley Street. The nerves are really starting to sink in. I've got real nervous tummy because it's my first ever tattoo. I never thought I would get a tattoo anywhere, let alone on my eyebrows, but I'm sure it'll be worth it. So just got here pretty much. See you inside. Okay, so I'm in the room with the lovely Sian, and you can see my brows are looking very scary at the moment. That's because I've got an anti-numbing cream on the brows, so hopefully it'll mean I won't feel too much of what's going on. We're about to draw in my brows with some pencils so that we can get a good idea of the shape they're going to be. This is a very important step because how we draw them in now is how it's going to look. So let's go. So this is the shape that we've drawn in. Oh, I say we, Sian's drawn in. I had nothing to do with it. They look really beautiful and natural. We've gone for a really nice, gone for a really nice rounded shape on the edge. It's basically not too dissimilar to my natural brow shape, just a lot better. So now Sian's going to use this as her template, and I'm going to get started. Excited and nervous. So not only are we vlogging this treatment, but we've also got a hyperlapse going on over there. So it's 360 eyebrow microblading. And we're done, guys. What do you think to my new brows? I guess if people have less brow hair than me, would it take quite a bit longer?
I think it would be probably a bit quicker.
Really?
There's less hair to move out of the way, and
oh, wow.
you know, you're not really following any strokes. Whereas because you have hair, I'm following the direction of your hairs that are already there. It's just kind of working out where to go, where to put them. But generally, it's got within the half, within half an hour.
That's amazing. Honestly, that felt like 10-15 minutes. Are you ready for this? The big reveal. Dun dun dun! So my brows are all done. That probably took a grand total of like 15-20 minutes. I wouldn't even say like 20 minutes, would you? Not that long. How fab do they look? I will do lots of close-ups when I get home, but for now, thank you to this lovely lady for giving me the most natural looking brows in the world. I'm just so excited by them. I don't have to use eyeliner pencil. Not eyeliner pencil, eyebrow pencil. Just left the clinic, feeling very happy with my new brows. I can't wait to show you in close-up when I get home. So right now there is kind of like a numb tingling. I wouldn't describe it as a pain. I'd probably describe it as, you know, when you get your bikini wax and it's just like a little bit uncomfortable. That's probably what I would say it feels like. Sean has given me all the aftercare information, which is basically just putting coconut oil on in the mornings and in the evenings, and then in about 5 to 7 days they should be pretty much normal. I've got to go back in 4 weeks to get them re-tattooed. I say tattoo, but it's more, it's actually microblading. So she used like a little blade, tiny blade, to scratch it in, and that's pretty much the only sensation. It was like a scratching, so really not that painful. But as I am near Oxford Street, I think I'm going to take the opportunity to take my mind off things and do a little bit of shopping. Also, this cool breeze right now is very, very nice and refreshing on my brows. I feel like I can't really go home and put ice cubes on them, but this breeze is very nice. Also, if I try and do any facial expressions like looking confused or furrowed brow, then it hurts a teeny tiny bit, so I'm going to be Botox face for the rest of the day, just warning. So I decided to get the bus home because I didn't like the idea of pollution from the tubes going into my eyebrows. Probably been about an hour shopping, picked up a few bits from H&M home, so I'll show you those in another video. But brow wise, pretty much can't feel anything anymore. Again, if I move my forehead, I can feel a little something, but it's not bothering me. So I think once I get home and do some work, I'll pretty much just forget about them. So I'll see you at home for some close-ups. Okay, so I've just got home and Charlie hasn't actually noticed, which is amazing because he is a very noticey kind of person. If I get my hair coloured or anything like that, then he notices. So that kind of goes to show how natural they look. I'm gonna shut the doors, don't empty. Okay, so the cat is out the bag. I told Charlie, he was very surprised, but he said that they look very natural, which is wonderful. So now I can talk loudly about it. I've come into my bedroom. The bed is being made, so don't judge me. I do make my bed every day. Anyway, so yeah, I'm home now. To be honest, I don't really feel anything. They just feel like if I furrow my brow, like if I do a scrunched up expression, then it would probably hurt a little bit, but I don't want to raise my eyebrows just in case it hurts. But yeah, they don't hurt just standing here. Normally I can feel something, like it doesn't feel completely normal, but it definitely doesn't hurt. The whole process, I didn't really talk about that earlier, but the whole process, the actual tattooing, although it's not tattooing, it's microblading. So basically she had a little pot of dyes which she mixed up to make my perfect colour, which will start to come through in a couple of days. Obviously this is a little bit dark, but my actual colour, which is a little bit more natural looking, will come through in a couple of days. So she used a tiny little blade, about 3 millimeters long, and so thin, to kind of scratch the eyebrow area, and she would dip it in the dye before doing the little scratches. So the scratches themselves, the first couple, I couldn't really feel at all. It was literally like someone had taken a sharp pencil and just was like flicking it on my skin, so it really didn't hurt or anything like that at all. But then when she did the longer strokes, so a few of the brow hairs are a little bit longer, that was a little bit more uncomfortable. I'm not going to say painful because it really wasn't painful, but it was more uncomfortable, and I was kind of like squeezing my fingers in to concentrate on that rather than my actual brow sensation. But yeah, the whole thing just was, I'd say on a pain scale, if like a bikini wax is a 3 out of 10 and I don't know, a paper cut is a 1 out of 10, I'd say it was a 4 out of 10. So like a little bit more painful than a bikini wax, but really not that painful at all. She said it'd be more uncomfortable this afternoon, and it's really not that uncomfortable, although apparently everybody reacts differently to the level of sensation on the eyebrows. So the process took less than half an hour. I was in the whole clinic for maybe an hour and a half. I went in at 2 o'clock and I was out 20 to 4, so it really didn't take too long at all. The longest part was when Sean was like plucking my eyebrows to make sure there were no stray hairs and drawing in the shape, because obviously the shape has to be absolutely perfect. So if I zoom in now, hopefully it'll focus. Really not a very flattering angle. I'm not sure if there's even a flattering way to do this. Standing in the daylight, there we go, it's focused. So you can see the area is still fairly red. God, this is such an unflattering angle. I look like an alien. But you can see how every single line just looks as thin as actual brow hair, which is just incredible. And she's even curved the line, so the line doesn't just go straight, because that would look really unnatural. They're very naturally shaped, which is just wonderful. So Sean's had like over 7 years experience. She's done thousands of brows, and I think it really shows. So I think that's all I have to tell you today. When I go to bed, I'm going to put a bit of coconut oil on them, as she recommended. No water for 7 days, which means blow dries, and very careful baths. I probably won't have any showers. I'll probably just have a few baths. I won't go to the gym because, you know, it just means extra hair washing. So I'm going to give myself a few days off. But yeah, I will pick this vlog up again on Thursday morning to let you know how it's going, and they will probably be a lot more natural, a little bit softer colour, and I'll be able to have a bit more makeup on because I know I look a little bit scary right now. So I'll see you guys on Thursday morning for an update. Bye! Close up of how my brows look today, which is Wednesday, 2 days after I had them done. Hi guys, so it's Wednesday morning now. I thought I was going to be talking to you on Thursday because I thought it was Tuesday, so I got a little bit confused. But yeah, it's Wednesday, so 2 days after I went to visit Sean at the clinic, and I thought I'd give you a 2-day update. So colour wise, as you can see, still very dark. I'm hoping they are going to lighten just a little bit because I feel like they're not quite the right colour for my face. But Sean did say that within a couple of weeks they would definitely lighten up and look a lot more natural, so that's wonderful. I have found that I've been wearing slightly darker eye makeup. I've been putting a lot more eyeshadow on just to almost like balance that out, so I don't feel like they look so out of place on my face when I have a decent amount of eye makeup on. But when I wake up in the mornings, I look a tad scary, like the baby from The Simpsons with the monobrow, but with perfect shaped brows, if that makes sense. The past couple of days have been absolutely fine, no pain or discomfort. The only thing to note is that it's actually really hard to go throughout your day without pulling facial expressions. I mean, I can raise my eyebrows and furrow my brows. Ooh, that's my mum. Cutie. Yeah, it's really strange not being able to have full use of your facial expressions. I know that this will come back, but now because when I move my brows they are just a teeny bit sensitive, I've almost trained my face not to brow furrow or, you know, raise any eyebrows or anything like that. So that's one thing that I wasn't expecting. That has been quite interesting. We were watching a funny film last night and I couldn't express laughter or anger in the way that I normally would. But yeah, that's just one unexpected side effect. I've been using the coconut oil. On the first day I used it twice a day, but today I didn't feel the need to use it, or last night I didn't feel the need to use it because my brows felt perfectly moisturised and I didn't want to put any extra oil on. But I did put some on this morning just because they felt a bit dry. Now they feel totally comfortable, and if you look up close they are a little bit shiny from where I've put the oil on, but not shiny in like a really bad way. So I'm more than happy to leave the house with this makeup on. And I feel like the brows look just fantastic. Even looking in the viewfinder right now, I can't believe that these are my actual brows. The shape I just absolutely love. So pleased I got it done. The slight discomfort from a couple of days ago just doesn't even seem like anything anymore. I'm just so happy I did it. I can't wait for the colour to settle in a little bit more. But yeah, really, really, really happy with the brows. As I mentioned on Monday, I do have to go back in 4 weeks to get them re-tattooed. So Sian will go over the same area to really make sure that colour lasts for the full year or longer, hopefully. So I think I will actually Snapchat that experience. I'll probably do a vlog update just as part of another vlog, but if you want to see me getting my brows tattooed for the second time, the top up, then make sure you're following me on Snapchat. I'll leave my Snapchat information here, and I will live snap from Sian's clinic if she lets me. I'm sure she will, she's so lovely. So yeah, that's exciting. Don't really have anything else to say, to be honest. If you've got any questions about anything, then leave it in the comments. I always try my absolute hardest to reply to every single comment. I'll leave Sian's details down below. From my experience so far, I highly recommend Sian. So fantastic, such a lovely girl as well. I really, really love her. And yeah, I think that's all I've got to say. Keep an eye on Snapchat for the tattoo top up. So thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you've got any pals that are thinking about getting their eyebrows done, share it, share the love, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you very soon.